10 most misunderstood verses in the Bible. Number 9, Jeremiah 29:11, which says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans for welfare and not for evil, to give you a future and a hope." Does God want you to prosper? Does He give us success if we simply live the way He wants us to live? I'm not sure this is actually what the Bible's saying. Look, before I'm too critical, on my high school graduation, I read Jeremiah 29:11 to believers and non-believers. Now I look back and go, not sure I fully understood this. So let's put it in context. Who is being spoken to here? When He says, "For I know the plans I have for you," who is you? It's not the church today. It's not all people on the planet. It actually was the Israelite nation in the Old Testament under the Mosaic covenant. He is speaking to a particular people who were given a certain promise going back to the time of Abraham through Moses. Now we live in a new covenant because Jesus has come and forgiven us. Now, does that mean God doesn't want to have success and have prosperity? Not necessarily. But we can't point back to this verse and act as if it's a promise for us today when it was given to a certain people in a certain time. Now, of course, there's a ton we can learn from this verse about God's heart, about God's relationship with His people, but that's not a promise for you and me today. That's a promise for people in the Mosaic covenant. In fact, added to this, when we look in the New Testament, we actually realize, if you read 1 Peter 3:14 and other passages, that it's actually God's will that sometimes we suffer. God doesn't promise to believers today, if you do A, B, and C, you will get D, E, and F as a result. God promises to guide us. He promises to be with us. He promises His Holy Spirit is with us. But let's just be careful pulling a promise out of the Old Testament that was for certain people at a certain time. It was not meant to be applied wholesale today.